Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Michael Shearer here, your second favorite Turo host. Hey, today though, I had one of my students come in, and this just really gave me a little bit of revelation on what I need to talk about to the people, especially when I'm already giving all the free game out of my school anyways. So, hey, let's just get straight to this. Let's get straight to it. How to build credit while you're in high school. I'm going to give like 3 key points, but it's going to be like kind of bulleted out in 5 little lesson plans here. So the first thing is that you're starting out so early. There is almost no risk involved whatsoever with this. Like, you have absolutely nothing to lose. 18 years old, let's go. Let's just start this journey now instead of waiting until you're 26. Then you do have some time that you've already lost. So hey, even if you're 26, let's get on this road as well. But this is speaking to the high schoolers here. So you want to start out at most likely going to be your senior year. You're 18 years old. That's what you're here for. You've seen the title. You want to know what's going on. You're 18 years old. You have to be 18 years old because that is the age of consent. You're able to actually legally sign a contract saying that you are being held liable for any mistake based on this signature. If you don't pay it back, that's on you. Like, that is on you. That's going to be on your report forever. If you're 17, the contract is invalid. It doesn't even make any sense, so the banks won't even allow it in the first place. So the moment you hit 18, here is the plan. 1, get a job. This is facts. How are you going to do anything without a job? How are you going to do anything without some sort of purpose? In this case, maybe even mentorship in the beginning, because you got to have some money. It's just plain and simple. Nobody's just going to sit out here and hand out you credit. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to give you a credit card, unsecured line. So you have to get a job. And what you're going to do with that job is you're going to save up $250 or somewhere between $250 and $500. And then you're going to go to your local credit union. And I'm saying this on purpose. Local credit union. 1, they know your area. They know your zip code. They're more inclined to give credit to those actually living in that zip code or in that area. So you're going to go to your local credit union, you're going to walk up to the banker, personal banker, and you're going to ask and say, hey, I am here to get a secured credit card, specifically a secured credit card. And you're like, well, Mr. Shear, what does that mean? That means that you are securing this line of credit. You are taking your $250 to $500 and you're handing it over to them so that they will grant you a credit card for $200 to $500 of credit line. Now, you're like, well, why would I put my own money up? It sounds ridiculous. I'm loaning to myself and I'm paying interest to myself or to the bank for my own money. But this is the absolute best way. And if you do it right, no interest will be paid. So you are essentially giving them $250 to $500 to get this credit line, to begin your journey, to get this credit history, to get this line of credit that shows up on your credit reports and gets you a credit score, which here is that key part, is building credit. You got to build credit somehow. This is the best way to start, is through a secured line of credit. So let's run back through this really quickly. So 3 main steps: must be 18. You got to have a job. Get $250 to $500. Boom. Walk into your local credit union. Step 3, and ask for a secured line of credit. Now let's do a little story time. I went through all that. Let's do a story time. So far, I have 2 students. I talk about this every single year. I'm a high school teacher. Every time I have at least one senior in the classroom, everybody else is blessed because they get this conversation. But I tell every senior this same exact step. So good news is I have a little bit of a what you call social proof. I got a little bit of receipts on this. So I have 2 students so far that have taking. Now I can't even speak. How am I going to be a high school teacher if I can't talk right? But no, I have taken 2 students. They went to their local credit union. They took $500 and boom, got themselves a $500 credit card. Honestly, simple as that. I can't make this stuff up. So it's been 5-ish to 6 months on my most recent young scholar. He came to me today, showed me his credit score, and I said, yo, it's time. You're almost at the 6-month range anyways, where you're going to be applying for your next credit card. You're going to get that credit mix going. The reason he came is because all my students know that I run Turo, and they're like, how do you get all these cars? Where do they come from? You know, how much do you make? What does it look like, Mr. Shear? Yeah, we are interested. And I think that's what most teachers should be doing anyways, is getting kids interested in their future or something that is cool to them, at least. You know, I just so happen to have a car business, so it's really interesting to most kids. Some not so much. But this kid actually wants to begin a Turo fleet himself, and he's like, hey, what do I got to do? I told him, hey, you know, once you get that 700 credit score, most auto loans are pretty much going to be easy peasy for you to get into. You may have to put a little bit of money down because you don't have that large of a credit history, but you have a nice financial background so far already, and a lot of banks really love that. So he's up there. He's almost at 700. I mean, we're right there from 700. I was absolutely shocked on how fast he got up there. But he's been using his credit card well. He's filling up his gas tank with it and immediately paying it off. So he's showing the usage, but he come with a, you know, he's not making his credit utilization go way up. And so his credit score is just whoop, up and to the right, baby, up and to the right. So guys, I hope this helped you out in some way. And I know that if there's any high school students out there, this is going to be the video for you. And hey, if you made it this long, I mean, we were only about 6 minutes in. It's been a pretty good little story time and mostly just knowledge right in the beginning. But if this helped you out in any way, please hit that like button and share this out, man. Leave a comment. If you've ever done the secured credit card route through a local credit union, can you please share that in the comment? Like, tell somebody else, hey, this actually does work. This is the way I got my credit score going. We get a little comments going in there. This thing blows up. We shares it out into the entire world, and we see some change. You know, that's what I'm trying to do with this, is share what experience that I've had with others in some way, shape, or form, that it may change their life for the better forever. So guys, thank you so much, and I will catch you next time. Take care.